You're ready, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. We'll go on the record on this matter. This is case CR 22-21-1624, State versus Lori Noreen Vallow. Representing Ms. Vallow is Jim Archibald. For the state of Idaho, we have Rachel Smith, Rob Wood, and Lindsay Blake. Appearing on motions that were filed today is Mr. Woodard on behalf of the non-parties Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and William John Dowling, and Mr. Swanton is appearing as counsel for the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare. Scheduled today are hearings on motions to quash or modify subpoenas duces tecum that were filed by attorney Mark Means in this case. The court is live streaming these proceedings on YouTube to allow for public access. We are also recording this on the FTR system to make the record, as well as we have a court reporter here today. So I will note on the record that just prior to the hearing today, I had a telephone conference with counsel to discuss developments in this case and make sure counsel were aware of that. So the motions that have been filed involve subpoenas that were issued to different parties who are appearing today and contesting those subpoenas. And that's Mr. Swanton and Mr. Woodard on behalf of their clients. Those subpoenas were issued by attorney Mark Means. Late yesterday afternoon, the court issued a memorandum decision and order which served to disqualify Mr. Means from further representation of the defendant in this case. So Mr. Means, pardon me, there's a loud vehicle out there, but Mr. Means is no longer the attorney of record on that case pursuant to that court's order, which became effective when it was issued yesterday. Mr. Archibald was appointed as co-counsel some time ago on the case and continues to represent the client, Mrs. Vallow, and she's currently receiving restorative treatment through the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare after the court made a finding of not competent to proceed in the case at this time. So where that leaves us then is Mr. Archibald is here as the sole attorney at this point in the case. And based on the telephonic discussion, a couple of things, I understand Mr. Archibald was made aware yesterday of the order disqualifying his co-counsel. Also, I was made aware that both Mr. Swanton and Mr. Woodard had not yet received that and were not aware of that information. So based on that, I guess I'll start. Typically, we would call the case in terms of the moving parties and see where we're at. But in fairness, I think I'd like to let Mr. Archibald indicate where he stands on these motions that were filed today and whether or not we can proceed on those today. So Mr. Archibald, what are your thoughts on that?
Your Honor, first of all, Mr. Means indicated to me 2 days ago that he would be seeking a continuance of today's hearing. He indicated that to me on Monday, and I did not see a motion to vacate the hearing or a motion to continue. But in any event, that's what I learned from Mr. Means on Monday. And then last night, in seeing the court's order disqualifying Mr. Means, I'm wondering about what Ms. Lori Vallow Daybell knows or understands about this hearing. So if we postpone this hearing to another day, I think that would give my client, who is mentally ill in a mental hospital, give her time to digest, so to speak, the court's order from yesterday. If the court wants to proceed today, I have reviewed the subpoenas that Mr. Means issued. I have reviewed the responses from Mr. Swanton and Mr. Woodard. So if push comes to shove and the court wants me to proceed today, then I'm ready to do that. I would prefer to be able to talk to Ms. Lori Vallow Daybell, even though she is mentally ill. I would like to explain the recent developments and according to the affidavit of Nicole Cleveland from Health and Welfare, she does watch these hearings from the mental hospital. And so she could be watching now, and this could be news to her that that Mr. Means has been disqualified. So that would be my preference.
All right, thank you, Mr. Archibald. Understanding we're kind of taking this up in reverse, but why don't I hear next from Mr. Swanton on behalf of the Department of Health and Welfare on your thoughts on the hearing as it's scheduled for today?
The department has no objection to the hearing being continued. The only request would be that the continued hearing would still be sealed in the future.
All right, thank you, Mr. Swanton. Mr. Woodard, what are your thoughts on behalf of your clients?
Your Honor, we have no objection. I will note that Mr. Archibald during our telephone conference said that we may be able to resolve some of the issues ahead of time, and I'm open to doing that as well.
All right, thanks for those representations. Well, it is a development in the case that I think the timing is such that for a few reasons, I think for the efficiency of the issue, if there are potentially any resolutions that can be reached outside of a contested hearing on these subpoenas, this is essentially a discovery dispute at this point. In the world of civil cases, what we would call it would be a meet and confer, and I would request maybe that counsel do that, given the status of the case, to have Mr. Archibald communicate with Mr. Swanton and Mr. Woodard about the objections made to the subpoenas and determine if there is any agreement on the scope of those subpoenas. And then if we still have contested issues that I need to rule on, I'm prepared to do that, and could do that on very short notice because I was prepared for the hearing as well today. So we will go ahead and continue both motions. I would just request the council discuss the subpoenas with this latest development and Mr. Archibald's thoughts on what is required to be produced in discovery. And if you reach an agreement, notify the court and we won't need to hold another hearing. If there are still issues that require my determination, then let us know. And again, on fairly short notice, I think we can get this rescheduled and go through those issues, and then the court will make a ruling on the scope of those subpoenas that were issued. So based on that, then this hearing will be vacated and continued if necessary. If we don't need a hearing because you've reached an agreement, then notify the court. So that'll be the extent of the proceedings this morning. Mr. Archibald, any questions or anything else we need to discuss today?
No, thank you. I'll discuss those subpoenas with counsel. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Mr. Archibald. Mr. Swanton, anything further?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Mr. Woodard, anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, well, counsel, thanks for your appearances this morning. Appreciate your attendance, and we will be in recess.